The Madhya Pradesh High Court, in its order dated May 30th, 2024, has acquitted a wife and her family on the charges of abetting husband's suicide, labeling the deceased as hypersensitive. The High Court stated that if the wife files a criminal complaint against the husband and her in-laws alleging cruelty or dowry, and then the man dies by suicide, the complainant wife cannot be accused of abetting that suicide. So what was this case all about? Parties got married in June 2022 as per Hindu rites and rituals. On May 6, 2023, the wife accused her husband and in-laws of dowry harassment, and subsequently she registered a criminal case not just against the husband but also his mother, his father, all of them under Section 498A, 406, Section 294, Section 506, Section 34 of the IPC and the Section 34 of the Dowry Prohibition Act. Now, following this criminal complaint against him and his family, the husband died by suicide on May 25, 2023 by consuming some poisonous substance. Let us also note that the husband ended his life within 1 year of this marriage. Subsequently, the father of the deceased now gives a statement to the police that his daughter-in-law had filed a false dowry harassment case against his son and the entire family, which led to his son's suicide. Accordingly, the father then filed an FIR against the daughter-in-law and her parents on charges of abetting this suicide. Now, let us understand what were the submissions made by the wife and her family. The wife, in her submission, told the court that she had filed these criminal cases against her husband and in-laws because she was actually harassed for dowry. She stated that besides dowry harassment, she also underwent a lot of mental and physical cruelty. And not just this, she also accused her husband of being an alcoholic and pressurizing her constantly to give him a divorce. The wife also alleged that the husband and the in-laws were repeatedly pressurizing her to bring 5 lakh and a vehicle from her parents. And when she informed them about the poor financial condition of her family, she was abused and her Stridhan was snatched away, and subsequently she was thrown out of the matrimonial home. The counsel for the wife argued that she had only taken a legal recourse against this harassment and thus she cannot be held for the husband's suicide. The counsel also informed the court that the husband in this case was perhaps hypersensitive and thus the wife cannot be convicted for his act of ending life. Now, what was the defense by the husband's father? The father kept saying that his son was insisting that his wife should not file this false case against him and his family. And there were multiple witnesses who were examined who also concurred with the statement of the husband's father. After these witnesses were examined, the police went ahead and filed an FIR against the wife, that is the daughter-in-law of the complainant, and her parents under Section 306 and Section 34 of the IPC, charging them with abetment to suicide. Accordingly, now all the 3 accused, that is the wife and her parents, approached the High Court for relief. So now the matter came in front of single judge bench, Justice Gurpal Singh Ahluwalia of the Madhya Pradesh High Court, and he referred to multiple judgments. Mainly one of them was the Supreme Court judgment, Shiva Kumar versus State of Karnataka, that had actually observed that lodging an FIR is in accordance with the law. If a married woman takes legal recourse against her husband and in-laws, accusing them of dowry harassment, and if any of these accused actually commit suicide, she cannot be held accountable for abetting their suicide. Referring to other past judgments, the Madhya Pradesh High Court actually even defined the word instigation, and it laid down in its order that it means something which is urging someone to take a drastic or an inadvisable action, or to provoke or incite somebody or to encourage somebody to do that act. Looking at the matter in totality, the High Court went ahead and quashed this FIR against the wife and her parents and stated that no case for abetment to suicide had been made out. Now, what is our take in this whole case? The law on abetment to suicide is very clear. However, it is unfortunate that the outcome of arrests in such cases largely depends on which gender has died by suicide. While we have the strictest laws in place when a married woman ends her life under mysterious circumstances within 7 years of marriage, a wife in a reverse case is shielded under multiple laws if her husband dies by suicide even within 1 year of the marriage. Our message to every married man in India is to learn these laws before marriage. You will not be able to stop any of these false cases if your wife wants to go ahead and file them. But you and your family can definitely be mentally prepared or mentally strong to face these kind of unforeseen instances after marriage. There are many ways to tackle a false 498A case as per the law. However, the fight here is really not legal, but mental. We request everyone who is watching this video to please spread these issues around you, speak to people around you about these problems, because there are ways to get out of these situations. You will get justice from the court sooner or later if you are not in the wrong, but a life once lost cannot be bailed or acquitted. If you or your family members are facing these kind of false cases or even threats of false cases by your wives or any other women in a different situation, you can always get in touch with Save Indian Family Helpline, that is SIF1. The number is 888-498-498. This is a free helpline which is run by volunteers. So be patient. Do not expect any miracles overnight. These are not lawyers, but they will guide you how to mentally be strong and approach these cases with the help of your lawyer. So please do not give up on life. Do not give up on hope. There are several men who have got into worst of the problems, worst of the cases, but over a period of time, they have emerged only strong, and many of them today are doing very well and are very successful. So please look at the positive side of the life and do not give up on, a precious life just because you have been embroiled in a false case by a disgruntled woman. You can read this entire Madhya Pradesh High Court order in the description link of the video, and or you can also read it on voiceformenindia.com. You can follow us on any of our social media handles, which is Twitter, which is now X, Facebook, Telegram, Instagram. The ID is @voiceformenin. And please like these videos, share it with a lot of people. You never know, you might be just helping somebody who is not able to emote or speak about these things freely. So press that bell icon and you can subscribe to Voice for Men India for many more videos creating this kind of awareness. Thank you very much for watching. Namaste. Jai Hind.